Welcome to Springboro 45066 Part 2, the TV news magazine of Springboro, Ohio. On Part 2 of our March-April show, we visit Ohio Sports Academy and learn all about their new Aerial Silks program. Carrie talks to Julie Beall about an exciting new event this summer, Artfest. The Heatherwoode Golf Course crew welcomes springtime and all the golf it will bring. Part 2 of our show also features local businesses that give back, and Carrie continues by talking to Shelly at Magnolias on Main and the Hampton House Boutique. On Meet Your Neighbor, we'll talk to Jason and Lesia Wade, longtime residents and stellar community activists. Carrie and I are coming at you from the Springboro Chamber of Commerce, and it's all happening right now on Springboro 45066 Part 2. Here we are again, still at the Chamber. You see the sign behind us, still the same three folks. Welcome you to our show, Part 2. And we have another good show coming up, and Carrie, take it.
All right, so the Ohio Sports Academy, located right here in Springboro, has started a new program for children and adults. It's aerial arts, and if you don't know what that is, watch our little segment. You'll love it. It's super fun.
Thank you. We are in the gym today at Ohio Sports Academy. Diane Trefiro was nice enough to invite us in. Diane, thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. We are very excited to tell you about our gym and all the awesome programs that we offer here.
Please do.
The gym has been here actually since 1998, but a lot of people don't even know that we're in Springboro. We service almost 1,200 kids a month.
Wow.
Or a week rather, and we offer a whole bunch of different programs. We sort of fill the unique needs in the Dayton area for gymnastics. We have a whole lot of tumbling classes.
Okay.
We have preschool classes.
Oh, wow.
We actually start out with babies at 6 weeks old, and that's a free class. And then we have something called Ninja Zone, which is parkour, sort of urban tough tumbling for little boys and girls.
I've heard about the ninja parties.
Yeah, we do awesome ninja parties.
Okay.
And also with Ninja Zone, we are doing a Ninja Games. It'll be our 4th one in March, and it's sort of a gymnastics meet for ninjas, but it's by far the coolest thing we do in the gym. We light up the gym with disco lights, sort of, that pulse to the music, and we have an MC that narrates the whole thing.
Gosh.
So it's sort of American Ninja Warrior-ish for little kids. So
very fun.
We're doing that in March. And then we just recently added to our program our aerial arts program behind us. It's through Dragonfly. It's a licensed program.
Okay.
And it's starting to take off. We've been doing it, I think, since June, and we're up to about 40 or 45 students now, adults and kids.
Wonderful. And that was what I was going to say, is it is open to children and adults.
It is. So for adults, we have 2 different types of aerial arts. We have a boot camp, which is sort of just exactly what it says, All of the skills are performed pretty low to the ground.
Okay.
And a lot of adults use that as sort of the getting ready class for the aerial arts program.
Okay.
So so we offer those 2 different programs.
So you've got boot camp and then the actual like artistry class.
Yes. In the artistry class, you're actually up on the silks or the lyra. We also have a dance trapeze, and we're going to be adding a rope this summer. So you're actually up off the ground. And really, you get up off the ground pretty darn quickly in the program.
You absolutely do. Full disclosure, I'm a student in the aerial arts artistry class, and our first lesson here, I mean, we were up.
Yep, you're up in the air.
And upside down. And
we are really blessed at the gym with really all of our instructors are really passionate about whatever they teach. And just to brag on us a little bit, we have been voted best gym in Dayton for the last 3 years by Dayton Magazine readers. So
congratulations. What an honor.
Yeah, it's
very
pretty
cool.
Awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, well, let's chat with Jordy for a few minutes, and we can talk about the aerial arts program. If someone wanted to reach out to you, how's the best way to reach you?
Sure. We always do a free trial class for all of our programs. So all of the information can be found at our website, which is www.ohiosportsacademy.com.
Okay.
If you go to the live schedule, just pick a class that works best for your schedule, follow all the prompts, and then you'll get a follow-up phone call from us for your free trial class.
It sounds very simple.
It is.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you again for coming to see us today.
You have a great gym.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Okay, now we are with Jordy Webster. Jordy is the head of the aerial arts program here at OSA, and Jordy is also the person that you saw in the silks earlier in the video as I was talking to Diane. Jordy, thank you, first of all, for being here.
Thank you.
This is awesome. Really, really cool. Tell us a little bit about, how did you get started in aerial arts? Kind of what inspired you to, do this here at OSA? Just tell us everything.
So I started, my dad was a coach
Okay.
back in Michigan, where I grew up. And I started aerial arts when I was 12 years old. He built me a trapeze in our backyard over our trampoline.
That's a cool dad.
Yeah, he's pretty great. And then it just kind of grew over time, did it all through high school, circus arts programs, went to college, did it there. And then I came here and now I teach it. We got certified through Dragonfly Aerial Arts Company, and
Very cool.
I'm in love.
I told our viewers earlier that, full disclosure, I am a student in your class.
You are.
And it is so fun. I won't say that we're all over 40 women, but we're close to being all of us over 40 in age. And
blast.
it is fun. And, we're not all super athletes. It's something that really none of us probably ever thought we would try, but
you liked it.
It's incredible. And it's hard. It is definitely a workout. It is so much fun. It's a little scary, but there's a lot of laughs.
Yes, there are.
A ton of laughs,
Quite a bit,
a ton of laughs. But, like you and I were talking off camera, people just need to try it.
Yes. It's something that you just absolutely, one thing we learned, like I said, adults give up so much easier than kids do. And if you just keep an open mind and try it once, come on in. Even if you hate it, just give it a try, and then you can decide from there. But most of the time, we end up getting people who are just addicted to it. You get hooked so easy.
You really do. So tell me one thing before we let you go for the day. Tell me, what's your favorite part about doing this? I know you coach children and adults. Tell me, what's the best part of this?
Ooh, that's a tough one. You get your rewards when you're just working. Like all of us coaches are, we have to come in and train. We train about 2-3 hours a week, just us coaches. We help each other through it. We work on our certification.
Very cool.
But teaching the kids and seeing them get the love for something that you love so much. I've been doing aerial arts for 13 years now, and just to see somebody who just started and then it finally clicks, and to watch that's probably my favorite part.
Very cool. Very cool. Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll get to have you back on soon.
I'd love that. That'd be great.
Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you again. Back to you.
Wow, thank you, Carrie. That segment was awesome.
Jordy and Diane are incredible. And, Diane has a wonderful facility. Jordy is so talented, and he's such a fun instructor.
I hear you were a test case out there. You went out and actually did it.
I did. I love the class. I went with a couple of my girlfriends, Chris, Stacy, and Whitney, and we had a blast. I really highly recommend that. That program is awesome. The gym is great. It's a Springboro gem.
Okay. Well, what's up next?
Well, I got to sit down with Julie Beall, who is the chair of the brand new Artfest in the Historic District. It's going to be happening in June. Julie's going to tell us all about it.
Hi, Julie. Welcome to the show.
All right, thank you. We are on Main Street in the Historic Business District today talking to the lovely Julie Beall. Julie has some breaking news for us regarding something that's going to be coming to Main Street in Springboro in June. Julie, tell us all about it.
Well, we are really excited. We've been thinking about this for a long time, but we are going to have our first Art Fest on Main Street. And this is something that a lot of us have thought about for years, and it's going to be June 16th, I believe 10 to 6 p.m., and we are super excited. We're a little aggressive on trying to plan it, but we are super excited.
That sounds incredible. So Art Fest on Main, it's basically is what it sounds like, an art festival. Can you tell me a little bit about, what to expect? What should the community expect to see?
Well, over the last several years, a lot of us have been talking. We have this wonderful Main Street Historic District, and it's really growing, and the shops are really working hard. And we have a little subculture of art in Springboro, not just Springboro, but our surrounding area, that really has no place to display their art, and especially if you're a hobbyist, you can be in your basement making beautiful paintings, but what do you do with them, right? And so we don't have anything formally developed in Springboro. So we thought, why don't we put Historic Main Street together, who is really flourishing, with some artists and see if we can do our first Art Fest.
That sounds incredible. I'm really excited for it.
We are too. And you know, it's sort of leaking out already, and I already have artists calling and saying, can I be in?
Sure.
And so this really today is a call for artists. And if you are especially a Springboro artist, but we are going to do the entire region. Our goal is to be a regional art fest. But we are going to do a jury system, and the artists will know what I mean when I say we're going to use what we call a ZAP. You'll be going to ZAP, and that's where you apply to be able to get in. And it'll be very simple, and we'll jury the art, and it's going to be art and fine crafts, so it will be both. And so I think we'll need that, because I think there's what somebody calls an art, what someone calls a craft is always a little bit of
it's a gray area,
challenge, but I think we can find enough of both here. So
sure. Now, outside of artists, what else do you need?
Well, we need some help, and so if anyone's interested in serving on a committee, we need volunteers to work the day of. But we need the city of Springboro and the surrounding community to attend. We need you to come, because if we bring artists in from other areas, we want for them to be worthwhile, for them to be here. So we definitely need the city to get behind this. And I will tell you, the city of Springboro has already been to our meetings, and they have been supportive, but we need the citizens and surrounding
We need the community to come out.
And we also desperately need sponsors. We're trying to do this on a pretty good budget, and we're trying to be responsible with the funds, but as you know, there are always costs. And we're learning about some of the costs we weren't expecting, but we do need sponsors. So Marcia Kelly is working on getting sponsors along with some other people. So I will give some contact information for her and for if you want to be a sponsor. And we also would love to highlight the local food vendors, especially the ones we already have on the street, which we adore. Like the K&W and Ambiance and Heather's, we adore. But we would love to have a few more local restaurants that might want to participate and do some tastings or whatever.
Sure.
And so we need that too. But so we need vendors, we need artists, we need volunteers.
We need sponsors. Okay, so we need a little bit of everything.
We do.
Okay, so now how is the best way to reach you if someone would like to be an artist or a sponsor or a volunteer?
Well, thank you for that question. We are working on building a website. It should be done by next week, and it's going to be actually artfestonmain.com. In the meantime, if you're really excited and you want to apply, just email me, and it's really easy, julie@juliebeall.com. Very easy email. But please highlight Artfest, artist, or vendor, or whatever. And we'll make sure that when our website's up and our connection to this, what we call the ZAP program, which is like wonderful. It's going to make us a credible art show from day one. I will make sure that you get hooked up to that application and you can apply as an artist.
Wonderful. Well, Julie, thank you so much for joining us today. Absolutely, and we'll see you at Artfest in June.
Yes, that would be great.
All right, back to you. Thank you, Julie. We are so thrilled to have you chairing Artfest, and I'm sure it's going to be a raging success. Mayor, where are we headed next?
Well, we're going to go out to Heatherwoode, and I'm so proud of our golf course. They do such a wonderful job of keeping us on the map and securing Wright State University now as the actual golf course for the university. That is tremendous.
So Heatherwoode is the official golf course for Wright State University.
Yeah.
What an honor.
It is an honor. It is. And our guys and girls do a great job out there, and it looks so nice. People really want to go there. So let's go see Tom, our general manager.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Well, the weather's starting to turn for the better. We've got some things going on here at Heatherwoode that you need to know about. Coming up in the summer, we always have our party on the deck. So if you'll check with us, the dates on that should be around the 1st of June. We'll start again the party on the deck with the live music. Also, we went down to the PGA show, and believe it or not, we got 4 more of the single-seat golf carts. So now we have a total of 8. So if you want to reserve one, call the golf shop. Again, we'll be glad to do that for you. If you haven't seen them, I highly encourage you to come out and take a look at it. Matt Cole is going to be talking to you a little bit about some demo days. I'm going to throw it over to Matt. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to change your life. This is the new Callaway Rogue driver. It features their patented jailbreak technology. If you really want to unleash the distance in your game, you've got to come to Heatherwoode and try the Rogue. Now, we've got a great opportunity for you to do that. On Saturday, April 28th, we're going to be having a Callaway demo day from 10 to 1 on the range. And don't forget, you can try out all the new clubs out there, Bring your clubs with you. You can trade those towards your new set. That'll make everybody happy. We'll go ahead and turn it over to Erica now with some special events for you.
Thanks, Matt. So as usual, spring has arrived. We are preparing for a really big wedding season this year. I am pretty booked for the 2018 calendar year, but I'm starting tours for 2019 and 2020. So do not hesitate to stop in, ask questions, see what we have here to offer at Heatherwoode. Also, don't forget Mother's Day and Easter before that is coming up. We are doing brunches again this year for both those on Sundays. I believe April 1st is Easter and May 13th is Mother's Day. So get on the list for that. We do require reservation for the buffet. So it's going to be a good April and May. Don't forget about grad parties, anniversary parties, birthday parties. We do that too, as well as corporate events, even business meetings, large or small. So come check us out. Back to you, Mayor.
Thanks, as always, Tom, Matt, and Erica, for all you do for Heatherwoode. You keep us on the map and make us really proud to have Heatherwoode in our backyard. So, Carrie, where are we going next?
Well, as part of our Borough Businesses That Give Back series, we headed over to Magnolias on Main Street to talk to owner Shelly Miles about the several products that she has in the store that also allow the purchaser to give back to a greater cause. Hi, I'm with Shelly Miles today, and we are at Magnolias on Main in the Hampton House Boutique to talk about another borough business with products that give back. Shelly, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Well, your stores have many products that actually give back to another cause. So let's talk about a few of those today.
Okay. First of all, let me show you a few things. We are working with the Pink Ribbon Girls, and we've teamed up with Tracy Martin.
Okay.
And then we, on every 19th of the month, we're offering a 19% discount.
Okay. Now, who are the Pink Ribbon Girls?
The Pink Ribbon Girls was founded by Tracy Martin, I believe, 17 years ago.
Okay.
Don't hold me to that time date. But Tracy had breast cancer at a very young age, small children, and developed this foundation that is amazing. The things that she's doing, I had no clue. They deliver meals, 1,700 meals are delivered every Monday to these families that are going through this, these women.
Wow.
They help them with bills, they help them with just endless amounts of things that Tracy's doing, and people don't even know the backside of how much work she puts into everything. Sure. And it's really been amazing, and it's been a really fun journey with her. So we are designating an area in our store to the Pink Ribbon Girls. So I went, of course, bought up all the pink that we could find at Market.
And we love pink.
So, and that's what we're doing to work with her and, make a donation back and start drawing attention to the foundation.
Sure. So the 19th of every month.
The 19th of every month, we work with Fox 14 News, or Fox 19 News, to sponsor the day for breast cancer awareness. And we're doing it with them, as a team, and that's why we do the 19th.
Okay. So and you get a 19% discount at Magnolias and Hampton House Boutique on the 19th of the month.
Every 19th.
And this benefits breast cancer survivors.
It does, and it goes to the print. We just started this month, so it's brand new. It's a new adventure for us too. Something I'm very passionate about.
Sure.
So we've got a few other ones.
I know, I was gonna say, that's impressive enough. Show us the others.
Okay, to start out, we are working with a company called By Tavi, and what it is it helps these women that are producing these clothing fight human trafficking. So I'll show you right here. We actually have, on one of the labels, we have where the women's names made this piece of clothing and their name is on it. So when you get it, you get to have a connection to this woman. And then it explains.
That's quite powerful.
About the company and what they're doing. And I know that it started with them, women from the States going over there and buying sewing machines and helping these women put their children in school, help them get homes, everything. And so it's a pretty incredible
help them establish a life after being a victim of human trafficking.
Yes, and the fabrics, as you can tell, Carrie, are super soft.
That's heaven.
So I'm really impressed with what they're doing.
That's lovely.
So this has been really fun. Okay. And one, of course, we're all very, very partial to, Miss Fiona.
Who doesn't love Fiona?
She's just adorable. And actually, one of the girls that works for us, Amanda, and her daughter were the one that turned us on and said, hey, this is really fun. This is what the zoo's doing.
Fiona is the premature hippopotamus that was born at the Cincinnati Zoo last January. So January of 2017.
They didn't really expect her to survive, but my goodness, not only has she survived, she's thriving. She's adorable.
Everybody's in love with her, and of course we are too. So we have her products here. We work with Cincy Shirts, who we love, and they're just wonderful to work with. And they're a huge supporter of what's going on at the zoo. So we are too. So we've just incorporated into our day.
So the Fiona line, that helps support the Cincinnati Zoo.
It does.
And Botanical Society, I believe.
It does.
Okay.
And we have a table over here that when you walk in the front door,
okay.
we started ordering from a co-op. With this co-op, each one of these vendors on this table, the items are made by individuals. So
okay.
This isn't a mass-produced item that we're carrying. Adorable stuff. We're really loving it.
I was going to say, the really beautiful stationery, handcrafted chocolates.
And we've got the one company is Thesis of Alexandra.
Okay.
That all the girls here are absolutely gaga over, and we're selling a lot of them. It's horoscope necklace. We're teamed up with them. We're really thrilled about that. We've got some homemade soft caramels.
Oh,
salted
goodness.
Ones, handmade cards, keychains, but we're carrying this over throughout the whole store.
Wonderful.
So, we took a little cue from our girlfriends up the street, Smitten Girls.
Yep.
They started a trend on the street.
They did, and I love the trend.
They got to give them a big shout out because they got the ball rolling and made us all a lot more aware of what's going on, and everybody in the street has jumped in. So I think we're seeing a big trend of shop local and giving back. We're lucky to be here.
Thank you so much, and keep up the great work.
Thanks, Carrie.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Shelly. We appreciate all you do in the Historic Business District. Mayor?
Well, I think I hear. Oh, it is. There we go. Part 2, Meet Your Neighbor. And this person who's our Meet Your Neighbor segment on part 2 is no stranger to the community. His family, you see Wade everywhere. And Carrie, you know Jason from a lot of different things. You announced the parade together and something like that. And Jason's done so much giving back to the community, and it's an honor to have him on our show. So let's go talk to Jason. We are here at the K&W, the Hangout in Springboro, and we have Jason and Lesia Wade with us. Welcome to the show. Part 2 of 45066, Meet Your Neighbor. I'm glad to have you as part of our show. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, both of you?
We were excited to be asked to be on here. It's fun. We love this town, and you know, I met Lesia out of this town, and then we've been, like we were talking earlier, we've been married almost 24 years, and I brought her back to the big city of Springboro, and there's no looking back. No looking back, so.
Well, it's easy to bring me to the big city when I'm from Adams County. So I'm from a little town called Peebles, Ohio. Oh, yeah. And when I met Jason and found out that he lived here, I moved here and made this my town too. So we both love it here.
Well, we're glad to have you both. Anyway, Jason, you and I go back a long way with your family, but you know, I had the opportunity of coaching football with you.
Yeah, we had to go through some hard knocks, you know, to little practices and football games on Friday nights. Yeah, we go back a long way.
Yeah, you were a hard charger. Now you've mellowed.
Well, it's not because of temperament. It's just because I get tired fast.
I figure it's Lesia. I think Lisa's mellowed you.
That's right.
She's groomed you, you know. You know how that works. Even if it's not true, you say it's true.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. Once you know, I know, but tell the audience about how you got involved with our Christmas in Springboro Historic Festival.
Yeah, we a couple 3 years ago, I think now I've been doing it. Carrie came and asked. Once Don wanted to retire, and which he was great at it, so I had to step it up a notch. But she came, been friends with Carrie for a long time, and she's been coming to trivia over at Heather's that we do in Springboro. We were doing that, and she just came to me and asked and said, you know, I think you'd be great at this. Would you be interested? And without her finishing that sentence, I said, absolutely, I'm in. So let's do this. So, but it's been a great 3 years for me to go from when I was a kid to come to all the parades that we used to do down Main Street. You know, see the fire trucks, and Dad was a volunteer fireman. The whole community was involved, the baseball teams and all that stuff, just like it is now. But it's different to be up on that stage and see all that. And every year, I get a little bit misty, if you will, because it takes me back to that. It's a nice small town feel, and we have so many people come through that weekend. So it's a good thing.
Besides that, now on Wednesday nights, you happen to be one of our local places, Heather's.
Yeah.
And tell the audience what you do over there.
Lisa and I, we started doing trivia at Heather's, I think 4 years ago.
I think it has been 4 total years now.
We do it on Wednesday nights. She was looking for something to do on Wednesday. She does Thursdays during the summer and Fridays, and some Saturdays on our patio. It's great over there. All these Main Street businesses are awesome, and it's just added another seamless thing to it. But we do that on Wednesday nights, starting in May. We usually go through October, depending on the weather. But she wanted something to do on Wednesdays, and we were talking to her one time, and we had a little background in radio. So we threw out trivia and haven't looked back.
Well, you know, there's a lot of things going on in Springboro. You know, obviously the concerts in the parks and all the different things with our parks that we do. But the trivia, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about what you do on trivia that night?
We do 4 rounds. We used to do 5 rounds, but we gotten so big over there. We had almost 2,000 people come through trivia last year.
Oh, wow.
Which was big. We had a couple of nights that were, one of them was 156 people that we had. We had several over 100. So we just, we do 4 rounds, we do 10 questions, and we go back and forth with the audience. We have a good time. It's more entertaining for us. People think we're doing a job, but we're actually having fun at it. And it's good to be doing things with it, because I went to school with Heather. So it's nice to be doing that, and like I say, you're back in Springboro, and it's just a fun Wednesday night.
And what time does it start?
7 o'clock, and we usually try to end it about 9:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a couple hours over there, come out and get something to eat, maybe have a drink or two, and have a little bit of fun, and it's a good Wednesday night.
Good way to spend a Wednesday. Good way to spend a Wednesday. Well, from both of your standpoint, you know, we said that, you know, you made Springboro your home, and the audience is always wanting to give us good suggestions. We encourage suggestions on how our show can be better. But on that same vein, we also want to know, how can Springboro be better? So from both of your perspectives, what do you like about Springboro? What don't you like? What can we do to make it better? And Lisa?
I think the most exciting thing for me about Springboro is just what you were saying. There's concerts at the park, and there's trivia, and there's this whole historic downtown area, and there's a restaurant. Is options. There are so many new and exciting things to do, and so many traditional things to do, like the parade. You're never bored here, but it still has that small town feel. And you still walk down the street and wave and say hi to everybody, and I don't know what more you could ask for.
Well said, Jason.
Yeah, no, it is for me. This has been a lifelong town for me. This is all really I've known. I'm a couple of years away, maybe for college or whatever, but I'm back. And you know, for me, I always look back, and it changes so much every year. Progress, and there's a lot of progress that goes on with all the new stuff like you're talking about. But every time I look down Main Street, especially when we do the parade and we shut it down on Friday afternoon, and nobody's really there yet, it makes me think about when I was a kid, because I used to come to the K&W. More than one occasion I have ridden my horse when I was a kid, and that's not a lie. More than one occasion when I was a younger teen. I think one time or two with Dad, but when I was a teen we used to ride our horses. I wasn't allowed to have a moped, so that was my moped. No. But yeah, more than one time I've done that, so to me it still has that feel to it. But then when you look around and you do see, I mean, we're going into the times, and we're keeping up, if not surpassing, charging stations that we have. Yeah. You know, I think the electric thing is something great for everybody, especially the bike paths. You can charge your phone, you can stop, use the restroom. It gives everybody that feel that no matter what you do, you're going to be safe, and you've got all the conveniences, but you still have that small town feel to it.
Absolutely.
And it's that kind of information that makes us better.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
And it's great. I'm glad you're here, and we're all part of Springboro.
We appreciate it.
Wave goodbye to the audience.
Bye.
Lisa and Jason Wade. Thanks again, Jason, for all that you do and being on our show. Carol, it's been a pleasure. Carrie and I really appreciate the fact that you joined us as our co-host this morning.
Well, thanks, Mayor, and thanks, Carrie, so much for having me here. Our Chamber of Commerce is one of the largest chambers in Dayton. Did you know that? We have almost 600 members. Incredible. We love our business community, and we're here to support you. So
And if they want to get a hold of the chamber, they just call your number at 748-0074, correct?
Thank you, Matt.
All right, there you go. And until we see you again, have a wonderful March and April. The weather is going to be right around the corner where we can enjoy, and we will see you soon. Take care. Let's all do that.
All right.
All right.